Where Love Waited by Cecilia Khiangte. Chapter 4. Holding on after reading James's note, I hid it deep inside my drawer, between the pages of an old textbook. Every night, I took it out and reread it by the dim light of my study lamp. It felt like a lifeline. A whisper from someone who hadn't let go. I didn't know how to reach him. I couldn't call. I couldn't write. I was scared of what my parents would do if they found out I was still thinking of him. But my heart refused to forget. One Sunday, at church, I saw him again. He was standing at the far side of the gate, wearing a plain white shirt and black trousers. He looked taller, older, more serious, but his eyes were the same. Warm. Searching. He didn't come near me. He didn't speak. He just smiled. And I smiled back. That was all we needed to say. Days passed. Then weeks. Our only contact was the occasional glance at church, a small wave if we were lucky. It was painful. But somehow, that silent connection made our bond even stronger. Then one rainy afternoon, Reggie slipped a second note into my hand while no one was looking. There's a little library behind the old post office. Quiet. Empty most afternoons. I'll be there tomorrow at 3. Just to read. No pressure, Jay. I folded the note and held it to my chest. I knew I was risking everything, but my heart made the decision before my mind could stop it. The next day, I told Mom I was going to the market to buy school supplies. I walked quickly, heart pounding, umbrella in hand, trying not to look suspicious. When I turned the corner and saw the little library, my breath caught. He was there, sitting by the window, reading a book. The soft golden light from the window lit up his face. He looked up and smiled. I stepped in quietly, rainwater dripping from my umbrella. He stood up, nervous and unsure. I wasn't sure you'd come, he whispered. I wasn't sure either, I whispered back. But I'm glad I did. We didn't hug. We didn't hold hands. We just sat, side by side, flipping through books, stealing glances, smiling between pages. And just like that, something sweet returned to my life. We started meeting there sometimes, never too often, never too long. Just enough to remind each other that we still cared. There were no grand gestures. No dramatic declarations. Just quiet, steady love. A love that waited, and whispered, and held on. James understood my situation. He never asked me to disobey my parents. He never pressured me. He just stayed, soft and patient. And slowly, I felt my heart healing. One evening, when the monsoon rain had stopped and the sky turned golden pink, he gave me a small box. Inside was a tiny hand-carved wooden heart. I made this, he said. Just something to remind you. I'm here. Even when I'm not. I held it tightly. I'll never forget. That summer, I learned something deeper than first love. I learned that real love isn't always loud or easy. Sometimes, it's quiet. Sometimes, it hides in libraries, in carved wood, in stolen glances across